Hello everyone, welcome back to another video brought to you by webvidtuts.com. This is video 1 in the Dreamweaver CS5 series, and in this video we're just going to go ahead and go over what Dreamweaver excuse me, is used for. We'll go over some of the elements that we can use, such as each one of these menus does, what this stuff does probably, some other stuff that we can, and some more things that we can go over to get us used to the interface of a Dreamweaver. So what is Dreamweaver exactly? Dreamweaver is a software that allows you to build websites very quickly with, and because it allows you to view the website without having to test on a browser, and I'll show you that right now. Like, I'm on my WebVidTuts site right here. Let's see, and let's show you the home page. It allows me to view the home page of every element that's on the page. And what you can do is you can go into half code and half design view. This is actually called the design view right here. We'll be going over that maybe in this video, I'm not sure. And you can actually switch it over to full code view, just like we did in Notepad++ in my HTML training series, and it allows you to look at all of the code that's within this HTML page. Actually, this is a PHP page. Excuse me. But it's pretty nice because it shows you a preview of what the site's going to look like. It isn't like 100% accurate. As you can see, some of the things aren't on there, like this has no text on it because I got PHP scripts right there. And it has these yellow lines for guides, basically. I don't really want to give away some of the source code for that WebVidTuts, but so let's go ahead and just go over a few of the things to begin creating a new page. You can either go right here in this little startup box. You can create a new HTML page, Cold Fusion, PHP, ASP, VBScript, XSLT, I have no idea what that is, CSS, JavaScript, or XML, or you can create a new Dreamweaver site, which we'll be going over in another video, and that's how you're going to contain all your documents, keep them organized, and all that good stuff. Or there's another way you can create a new document, go right here, and then go right here to New. Go for the File, and then to New, and it'll start you off a blank page. And this, you can choose your type of page you want. If you want a JavaScript, CSS, ActionScript, HTML, or some server-side scripts. And right here you can have layouts that are already made for you. For instance, if you want 2-column and with a right sidebar right there. And let's see, you can use this also for like PHP, and just like a simple layout it makes. I believe I really don't use that because I code all my sites by hand, and I just usually start with a blank HTML page or blank PHP page, depending on which kind of site I'm making. And right here it'll say your doc type, and we learned in our HTML training series what a doc type does. Just defines what type of HTML document you're making. Usually I set it on HTML5 because it's a newer standard. It's not completely done yet, but I still like using it. And you layout CSS, create a new file, link to existing file, or add to head. That's if you're using external CSS, or if you want internal, you just add it to the head, or create a new file, or link to one that's already made. And then you can create your web page like that. And what's cool about Dreamweaver is that you can make templates. And let's say I have a template made, I can just go ahead and just make a new page with all that template that I define on there. So I have a WebVidTuts template, and if I want to create a new page, just load this template up, and it gives me a blank WebVidTuts page with all the code that I want on every web page. So that's really, really nice, and I really like that feature. Instead of going on every web page I have and changing, like if I want to put a link down on every web page, I have to go on every web page and change it. Well, the template, you can just put one change in the template and it changes for the entire site that uses that same template, which that's really cool in my opinion. Excuse me. You can go to other like VBScript, Java file, C#, And so that's pretty much all for that. And if you want to open a new one of your existing web pages, you can go right here and let's see, where's my, like, here's the folder I keep all my videos, my video HTML files in. So if I want to open that up, this is one I was working on for one of the videos. As you can see, it has a preview right here, and excuse me, something you can do is go to this little globe icon right here. Once you're in a web page right here, you can view it in Chrome, Internet Explorer, which is really nice, and it opens Chrome up for you, or Internet Explorer, and it shows your web page like that. You really don't want to go by what it shows on here because it's not 100% accurate, and every web browser is different. But it's a nice little way to get a guess of what it's going to look like in every browser. See, I'll explain this. You can open web pages with this. If you have Bridge, you can browse through it. I really don't use Bridge. Excuse me. Oh man, my throat is clogged up today. So let's go ahead and explain what this. Actually, one of the cool things about Dreamweaver 2 is that you can change your workspace. For the default, I think it's set on designer. I'm pretty sure that's what it's set. The one I use is Coder because I usually code my websites out, and just make sure the view of Dreamweaver to a different one to suit your favorites, like the way you want your layout to be. And you can actually drag these panels anywhere to make your own custom workspace. These are called workspaces actually. You make a new workspace, you can manage workspaces, and I just use Coder. I think I might use Coder Plus. No, I use Coder. And this is what I design my websites with, and this kind of view right here. This is classic. This is what the older Dreamweavers looked like Dreamweaver, I think it looked like this in MX 2004, and then I think MX, I think it's called 8. I think it looked like this. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I know Dreamweaver CS, or not CS, but MX 2004 looks like this. This is how their web layout looks like. If you have multiple screens, whoa. It just puts all the panels out for this, so you can drag it across your screens, but I don't have 2 screens, so I'm not going to do that, and it's clogging a lot of my space up. The one I usually use is Coder. We'll probably be using Designer, since it's the default, and I like using defaults for my tutorials. Let me drag that out a little bit more. So we'll probably be using the Designer workspace. What else should we do? I'm going to go ahead and show you how to I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you what how you start organizing your site out with. So one thing you gotta first do is go to new sites. This is when you want to create a new web page or a new website. Let's call this website training. And then right here you're going to define the folder of where your web page is going to be. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go right here and go on my WAMP folder. This is where I store my websites at. And go to folder. I'm going to create a new folder called training. This is going to hold all my web pages with that I'm going to be using in the Dreamweaver training series. And then one more thing you got to put down is an images folder. I usually just call mine images with a lowercase I, and that's going to be used to store all of our images in. So let's go ahead and define this right here. Your local site folder is where your website's going to be. So mine's in WAMP www, and it's going to be called training in my training folder. Or you can browse right here to it, and it's already in there. Excuse me. And then the next thing you need to do is go to advanced settings, and then default images folder will be the images folder inside that training folder that I just made. And this is where it's going to load all of your images from. So let's go ahead, and looks like everything's good. Don't worry about anything else. I don't even ever mess with all this stuff. Them is basically the main 2 things you gotta do when creating a website. So let's go ahead and save. And right here we have all of our folders, and it's going to display all of our files for that website actually. So if I have a web page in here, it'll say like a index.html, and then right here it's going to show all of our images at, and that's basically it. Right here, it's going to show you all your assets that are in your images folder. Right here, if you have a web page up, you can insert like a table without even having to coding it, which is kind of neat too. So you don't really have to know any code to use Dreamweaver. I just usually minimize all those and keep this panel up. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to show you a little bit how to use Dreamweaver. In the next video we'll probably start learning how to use Dreamweaver to make websites. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. We'll start adding to our training site right here that we just made with our images folder right there. So, yep, that looks about it. So I'll see you all next video. Go ahead and subscribe on our YouTube channel, and go ahead to register as a member on our site at webvidtuts.com. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day. Goodbye.